In Britain, they say, long live the Queen. In India, while blessing you, elders often say, may you live a long life. But how long can we really live? How long can a human life possibly be? The oldest person currently alive is 118 years old. Her name is Kane Tanaka. She lives in Japan's Fukuoka. A woman named Jean-Louise Clement has lived the longest till date. She was 122 years and 164 days old. That's a long life, right? It seems unimaginable. But research says you can live even longer than that. It is possible for us to live up to 150 years. This is what researchers in Singapore and New York have found. They say that it is between the ages of 120 and 150 that humans display a complete loss of resilience, meaning we lose the ability to recover. 150 is more than double the world's current average lifespan. What is the current average lifespan in the world? 72.81 years. If you're watching us from India, there's bad news. For our average lifespan is way below the global average. It is currently 69 years. So what do we do in order to live longer? In 2016, a woman named Emma Morano was the oldest living person then in 2016, and she was asked the secret of her life, her long life, and she gave all the credit to eggs. Morano said, and I'm quoting, "I eat 2 eggs a day and that's it. And cookies, but I do not eat much because I have no teeth." A lot of books and bestsellers promise the secret to a long life. You must have heard of Ikigai. It's a Japanese term. It's Japanese for a reason for being. A book by that name is the current social media favorite. It also promises to reveal the secret of a long life. Now ask the person next to you, what must be done in order to live long? And you're likely to get an answer on the lines of stop smoking, stop drinking, and so on. But Jean Clement, the oldest person ever, only gave up smoking apparently at the age of 120. She said that her secret to long life is olive oil, port, and chocolate. That doesn't mean you should smoke. My point is, even if there is a secret, it cannot be applied universally. What does science say? Let's look at the Longevity Project. It is one of the largest ever studies on life expectancy. It says people who are relaxed do not necessarily live longer. Well, then who does? People who are prudent, persistent, well organized. They're known as the conscientious people. Scientists say these people tend to make healthier choices, which includes who they marry and where they work. The study also bursts some popular myths. Number one, do not work so hard and you will stay healthy. Wrong, says the Longevity Project. Religious people live longer. Again, wrong. Thinking happy thoughts reduces stress and leads to a long life. Wrong. Get married and you will live longer. Definitely wrong. Retire as soon as you can and play more golf to stay healthy and live longer. Wrong and wrong. So when should we retire? A neuroscientist was recently asked this question. Never, he answered. Even if you're physically impaired, it's best to keep working, never retire. The Longevity Project also says that work stress is not necessarily bad for you. Several studies show that genetics and diet play a sizable role in deciding how long we live. What kind of diet? Let's look at blue zones. What are these? Places on Earth where people consistently live over 100 years. Which are these places? Okinawa in Japan, Icaria in Greece, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, and Loma Linda in the United States. Now look at this map. All of these places are close to the sea. What do people living here normally eat? 95% of their food comes from plant or plant-based products. They also eat a lot of lentils and beans. And while they eat fish, meat is eaten only around 5 times a month. People living in blue zones also have other things in common, and some scientists have listed it out for us. This is from a paper in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine. It says the world's longest lived people do not pump iron, run marathons, or join gyms. Instead, they live in environments that constantly nudge them into moving without thinking about it. They're always active. People living in the blue zones grow gardens. They have a purpose in life. Okinawans call it Ikigai. Nicoyans call it Plan de Vida. Okinawans stop eating when they're 80% full, they say. This mantra is called Hara Hachi Bu. Centenarians in the blue zones put their families first. Aging parents, grandparents, they stay at home or nearby. And since we're speaking about life expectancy and longevity, here's something worth noting. Your life expectancy changes with age and time. And as you age, your life expectancy decreases. A country's average life expectancy also grows as it progresses. This is interesting. In the 1800s, life expectancy in India was 25.4 years, the average lifespan of an Indian. In 1950, it was more than 35 years, 1980, more than 53 years, 1990, 57.66 years, and now we are at 69.96 years. So how can we live longer than our average lifespan? I'm afraid I don't have the secret. And given a choice, I'd say, I would pick a shorter but healthier and more fulfilling life. And whatever your choice, here's wishing all of you good health. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.